Now you're gay, correct?
Yes, I have been all my life. And of course I blame my mother because she told me not to have anything to do with the girls until I got married. But she didn't say a thing about the boys. In the 30s and the 40s and on, you didn't talk about it at all. You just did it and went about your business. Some people managed to get together and had couples, you know, but they were very few, I think, as compared to today. You met different places, you know, and something in the eyes would tell you that there's a gay person or wants to be or wants to be with a gay person, and then you'd go off together and have your fun and leave, and that was the end of it. And you never said a word. You didn't talk about it at all. At bars, there were some gay bars, and as soon as they even were dancing sometimes together, but the minute that the police would arrive or anything, there'd be a flashing of the lights, and everyone would start dancing with the girls, you see. And in Chicago, there was a place called the Carousel, and the police would periodically come there and pull everybody out of there and into the paddy wagons and off to the jailhouse, and their names would be put in the Chicago Tribune the next day. They'd lose their jobs and all kinds of stuff, friends. Oh, it was terrible.
Did you ever have a long-term relationship?
No, not what you would call, what they call now. There was a young man that I loved dearly at one point, and we were together about 2 years. But he told me quite frankly, he said, you know, Harry, my feeling toward you is not the same as your feeling toward me. But he said, I think the world of you, but I don't have the sexual attraction to you that you seem to have to me. And I could understand that. I said, well, that's understandable. So he found himself a friend that he had for 40 years. And the thing is, the three of us became wonderful friends for the whole 40 years until they passed away.
Don't you wish you would have had someone? Don't
No.
you wish you would have had someone to share your life with?
No, I think the reason is because I was married, you see, for 6 years, and that was such a horrendous, dreadful experience that I didn't want to have anybody that close ever again.
Did your marriage break up because it came out that you were gay?
Oh, well, I told her that as soon as I found out myself. I didn't realize it was any difference. I thought when I got married, it wouldn't be any different. I wouldn't have to find anybody. I'd have somebody every night. But intercourse with a lady is not the same as having a sexual affair with a gentleman. But I tried my best to be the best husband I could, and never would have divorced her. She left me. She said to me one time, Harry, you've never loved me like a man ought to love a woman. And I said, well, that may be true, but I can tell you that I've loved you as much as I could ever love any woman. And that was true, too. Breathe on me, breath of God.
How do you reconcile your religious beliefs with homosexuality?
Well, I believe one thing is we know more about our bodies now than we ever did before.
Do you associate sin?
Sin with it? No. No. I was told that it was sin. I was told it was sinful, and I had to go to confession. I said, well, what else is new? That's what we go to confession for. Amen.
How do you feel about the religious right, who you know, they point to the Bible?
It says literally, if a man sleeps with another man as with a woman, he should be killed, and his blood will be on his own hands. And so I've talked to people, and I said, do you think that's what we should do today? Do you believe that that's what we should do? Kill all homosexuals? I have never found one yet that said, yes, they believe they should do that. Teach us to love you with all our hearts and to love our neighbor as ourselves. See, you can't take everything literally like that.
So you don't worry about Judgment Day?
No.
Do you fear death?
No, I don't fear death. I fear the pain that might accompany it. Because sometimes when you get ready to die, there's a lot of pain and suffering. And that I fear. I would hope and pray, if it be God's will always, you know, that I could go to sleep one night and that's it. And not wake up. People do that. And I would love to do that. Or my ego being so great, I think it would be nice if I were to drop dead praying, you see. My ego, you see, they'd say, oh, he was a saint.
Do you ever lay down at night and think, this could be the last one? Does that cross your mind?
Yes, it does. It does. And I say, Lord, your will be done, not mine. And I say, Harry, mind your own business. That's God's business, not yours. Mind your own business. I've looked to the man upstairs, so to speak, to help me through life, and he certainly has, I'm telling you that. I've got to say that. I couldn't say anything else. I've had a wonderful, wonderful life. And they tell me I could live for 10 more years, or I could drop dead tomorrow.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's either way. I believe, you know, you live each day as your last day, because one day you'll be right.